boy, for fuck's sakes. I'm just waking up, but anyways, it's your boy DNA coming to your live. I do apologize if my microphone audio is a little bit shit. I've been kind of tampering a little bit with my mic setting and such. Hopefully, I sound alright. I suppose. I don't know. So honestly, let's just get right to it at this point. Uh, Skyfire, you really are a massive idiot for a lot of reasons. One, the video that you made about me has no evidence to support your slanderous claims in the fucking slightest. And I'm questioning as to where the hell you believe I've been constantly quote unquote harassing you, threatening you, and vice versa. I've been more or less focused on spending time with my wife and kid, and I've been doing a bunch of other stuff as well. So I really don't understand where this claims that I'm supposedly, quote unquote, attacking you, attacking your child predator friends such as Faith Jackson and vice versa. I really do need to know like where you had this quote unquote information and evidence on when I can show the whole public just this specifically.
Like all the fucking time, and they need to like shut the hell up, jump off a bridge, or they can jump off a freaking balcony of a resort hotel like California, where I am right now. If I saw DNA, I would actually push him off the fucking balcony, and he would shiver into pieces of blood and then get instantly killed.
That was a death threat made by Skyfire, aka Neal Kumar, of this year. He made this threat this year, by the way. Now this is something else I want to show to the rest of the club. I want to show everybody else something else too. Okay? I know a lot of people can't see this. Give me a few moments. Let me just do this. This is him admitting. This is him admitting that he wanted to grape an 11-year-old minor in 2022. A lot of people, for whatever unknown reason, want to overlook this. No, do not overlook this whatsoever. For anybody that's also wanting to know, I'm going to be asking for special permission to feature a video in this live stream specifically. So I'm going to have to send a quick message. Come on. I'm actually going to wait for a little bit, see if they actually respond. However, what we are going to actually fucking watch is something else as well. Or rather, actually, no, you know what? I'm pretty sure. Alright. Even though I just asked them the question, they just went offline. I don't know if they'll respond back. Let's go ahead and watch this. Let's go ahead and watch this, ladies and gentlemen. And I want people to have your ears wide open. I want everybody to listen to this very carefully.
They just like to talk smack about DNA. I mean, DNA is obviously an idiot, and you want to guys know something crazy? He slept with a 14-year-old minor.
Objection! You better hope that you have some serious fucking evidence for this, Neal. Because this stupid fucking statement that you made is fucking slander. DNA slept with a 14-year-old minor? Where the fuck is your proof for that? Do you just say whatever comes to your mind first without actually fucking thinking about what you're saying? But you know what? Since you want to talk about Vanny, let's go ahead and talk about her, shall we? DNA is 23 years old and Vanny is 24 years old. She's older than DNA by 1 fucking year. And 2 years ago, Vanny gave birth to a little girl. A child, a baby. Remember that baby, Neal? The same baby that you said that you were going to grape in front of DNA and his wife because you said it would make you feel good? Remember that child, Neal? I certainly do, because a particular Brianna Seymour encouraged you and your stupid fucking little friends to come raid DNA's stream and make these disgusting comments towards him and his wife. The same wife that for some fucking reason you have a picture of saved to your fucking devices like a little creep. And at every chance for no fucking reason at all, you change your profile picture to her and call her a 14-year-old child. Hey Neal, let's do something for you real quick, because I'm such a fucking nice person, shall we? And pay very close attention to this, fat boy, because I think you're gonna need it. Defamation is a statement that injures a third party's reputation. The two components that make up defamation is libel and slander. While I cannot find any evidence of libel in your channel, in terms of you saying that DNA had sex with a 14-year-old, there is evidence of you violating slander, which means making false statements, usually made orally, that defames another person. The key thing to understand about slander is that unlike libel, damages of slander are not presumed and must be proven by the party suing. Here's the thing about that, Mr. Skyfire. Guess what happens if you can't present any proof of DNA sleeping with a 14-year-old? Mr. DNA can lodge a lawsuit from his home state and have district attorneys show up at your front door with lawsuit papers ready to serve you. And at that point, he can sue you for slander. Oh, and DNA...
I actually fucking wonder why. Also, I had to pause the video for a little bit to state this out. I wonder why my viewer counts keeps on going from 2 to 3 to 3 to 2 and vice versa. Neal, I know you're watching this. I know you're specifically watching this. You're pissed off over the fact that a bunch of people are confronting you about Faith Jackson. Not my problem. It is specifically not my problem that you're getting so much fucking hatred from people that are genuinely concerned about your well-being. And if you want to try to claim like, oh, DNA's harassing me, oh, DNA's sending these people, no, the fuck I'm not. Because I can specifically pull up some of your videos where you're making fucking hate campaigns and smear campaigns. And it'll be all over for you. I'm showing the whole audience true, reliable fucking information and evidence about you. What you did in your video about me was just you speaking out of your own godforsaken ass. Next time, stop fucking around with adults then. If you don't want people to go after you, stop hanging around again. Stop hanging around with child predators. Stop attacking innocent people. Maybe then you can actually live stream in peace or video game in peace. Until then, please, absolutely please, fuck off and keep crying in your fucking corner. You disgusting creature. Alright, anyways, back to the video itself.
Hey, I hope you're watching this video, because here's some extra tea for you. Looky here, everybody. It says either libel or slander. All DNA has to prove is the slander, and you're absolutely fucking cooked, Neal. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and talk about the Pennsylvania statute, shall we? Title 42, Chapter 83, Section 43. In an action for defamation, the plaintiff has the burden of proving when the issue is properly raised. Pay close attention to this, Neal, because in this case, you're the defendant, while DNA is the plaintiff. First part, the defamatory character of the communication. This refers to the nature of the statement that's supposed to harm someone's reputation, so you already fucked up there. Secondly, the publication by the defendant. This means that the statement was communicated to someone other than the person being defamed. Well, Neal, I guess this is where you have to decide if your subscriber count is real or not, because over 6,000 people heard you make this false statement, so you're fucked there as well. Its application to the plaintiff is next, and this is pretty self-explanatory, at least from what I'm reading here. In essence, it explains how a certain legal concept or action directly involves or affects the plaintiff in this case. And well, you made a claim that he had sex with a 14-year-old while he was an adult, so not only would this
Apparently, oh, heads up, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna actually play this video at the very start because I just got special permission from the Godot Playing Cafe themselves to show the whole video instead of just a partial of it. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's go ahead and watch it from the very start. Yay! I'll be right back, by the way.
This video may contain copyrighted material, the use of which has not always been specifically authorized by the owner. Anything viewed in this video is strictly for the purpose of critique, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, or research, all of which is fair use under Section 107 of the U.S. Copyright Act. If you are the copyright owner of any content featured in this video and believe your rights are being infringed upon, please feel free to contact us so we may resolve the issue. By watching this video, you agree to this notice.
How's my profile right now? Like, right now.
Oh my god. Alright, Skyfire, give me a
Just gonna let everybody know, I'm gonna be AFK for a little bit. I'm gonna let everybody know, for a little bit, I'm gonna be AFK, see if I can find any food right now, and I don't know in the household if there's food or not, but if I'm completely AFK and this video is still going, that means I'm either cooking or I'm helping my wife with the kids right now. Alright, I'm gonna let this continue.
so layup. I'm gonna roast these stupid idiots anyways.
Oh boy, my favorite seat. Uh-oh, excuse me, do you mind?
3,
Alright.
2, 1.
Alright. Hello, everybody. I am back on this platform
Okay.
because I am heard about these two idiots. Actually, yeah, these two idiots now. These two idiots named Rev and Ninja Cadell. Y'all are the piece of shit in my life!
Oh, Josh, tell me more.
So, if you, both of you, just shut your freaking mouths off of your stupid platforms and your stupidness, this will not even happen, you son of a bitches.
Aw, using the witty bitty Josh upset. Sounds like somebody's advocating for a little bit more of censorship. I mean, I guess I would be too, if I was exposed for enabling really terrible behavior on the internet. Thank God for freedom of speech and fair use, am I right, guys?
And here's the reason, you two. Back off of my friends, Autumn, Skyfire, and Kyle, for no particular reason.
Fair fucking use!
Yeah.
This is a fair
And also, don't go again!
Everybody loves a little bit of spicy drama, don't they? But anyway, yeah, this is kind of sad, isn't it? I mean, how many videos is this now? 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, maybe 5? There was the original Neal reaction video to the fake apology. Then there was the fake apology video that Josh Gifford did. Then the collab video I did with Mr. Rev. And finally, the reaction video to his grounded Go Animate videos. Hopefully, and I actually mean hopefully this time, this would be the last Neal Kumar blend that I do for a while. Mr. Rev is holding out for a Kumar superstar, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, welcome to the Godot Blend Cafe, and I am your host, Ninja Goodell. And today or tonight, wherever you are, I live to serve you a very hot piping mug of truth. And believe me, I don't want to serve this one again, at least from the Neal Kumar menu, because I have a much better product to serve you in mind. However, unfortunately, it's still in the making, but
I'm just gonna let everybody know, if I do pause it here and there, it's so I can put my own personal input about this. So, actually, before I even continue the video, this is something I want to make very clear. For the Godot Blend Cafe channel, they make it very clear that they're gonna be protecting like children's identity and such like that. In my channel, I'm doing the same. However, If you chose to start going into adult territory, such as you already reaching the age of consent in your very state, such as how Neal is for Pennsylvania around the age of 16, please keep in mind that my values here are completely different than that in the cafe. And I want to make this very clear. Because since Neal's lives in Pennsylvania and he's the age of 17, the age of consent for Pennsylvania is 16. And since Neal has already made massive threats such as bomb threats, grade threats, and vice versa, in my channel he's not viewed as a minor. He is viewed as an adult. Keep that in mind, that my values are completely different, or specifically my values in my own channel have different, very different values compared to the Godot Blank Cafe. So without further ado, we'll continue the video. I want to make that very clear before we continue.
Can give you a nice little hint. Oh, Lucifer, the things you do to me. But unfortunately, that'll have to wait, because Mr. Neal Kumar has decided once again to open his mouth. Tonight's blend is called a Kumar Too Bothered, which is kind of an average blend that you would expect it to have. Typical half-bred Indian spices, with a little bit of an interesting twist. Just like Phony Philly, it starts out very promising, but the second that you take a drink, you start to remember this is Neal Kumar we're talking about. It's worth one sip for the experience, and I wouldn't recommend drinking it any more than you have to. But nonetheless, we have quite a bit to talk about, so let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Grab any snacks that you need as well as a drink, and try.
My other deal with Neal is that he's a child, but considering the people he has chosen to surround himself by time and time again, he is certainly ought to be. No, you're most definitely correct on that. That's kind of the reason why I had to completely point out in my video that despite that you have your preferences and the fact that the Godot Blank Cafe has like certain values that has to be like upheld and such, my channel has like completed values. I understand it's a little bit off topic, but it had to be pointed out due to the fact that the Godot Blank Cafe has done a lot of work, has gotten like multiple child predators either off the internet or completely cut off from the internet entirely in its own value. So yeah, I figured I might want to point this out completely. That's about it. But yeah, Neal Kumar is definitely up to be criticized for the amount of people that he hangs around with, such as child predators. If I'm being honest with everybody in my audience, I have no respect for Neal whatsoever. If his identity actually gets like exposed out there, then that's kind of on him. Speaking of which, that also brings me to another thing. I do apologize for the video like constantly being stopped here and there, but I do figure I might want to bring this up to show for the rest of the class. All right, hold on. Which button is it? Ah, here it is. I want people to view this completely. Someone made a video on Neal confronting him about Faith Jackson and vice versa. For a lot of people who can actually kind of see, and I do apologize if it's blurry. Let me zoom it in. I don't know if y'all can see it. Neal, for whatever odd, dumbass reason, has chosen to put his legal name in display. I just realized that his Spotify has his legal. Okay. Yeah, totally not me doxing a kid, guys. It's totally not like I held a gun against Neal's head to put his full name on blast for Spotify and some weird unknown fucking social platform, for fuck's sakes. I'm supposedly the bad guy when this kid is just doxing his own name. I'm sorry, that actually made me laugh a bit. Jesus Christ. Alright, back to the video.
Trust me, if you don't want to drink this blend, I don't blame you. But we definitely need to talk about this, so in all seriousness, let's get started. This is literally a 4-second clip, and there's quite a bit to talk about here already. First of all, let's keep an open mind about something real quick, shall we? For a split second at the beginning, you can see his face. Then he switches to a video that has a live stream countdown. Think about what he had to go through in order to make this happen at the very beginning. He was literally timing the moment that he started his stream to sync up right when he started the video. That way he can give off the illusion that he's starting the stream right at the beginning. This would be fine and dandy at all, and I really wouldn't make that much much of a big deal about it, except there is one question that does come to mind. Why not just subscribe to StreamYard and make things easier for you so you can make your own intro video? I have to admit, since I bought a StreamYard subscription, things have been a lot easier when handling Midnight Mochas and Godot Blend. And if it wasn't for Rev and DNA, I wouldn't have any idea of what I'm doing as far as setting up the StreamYard. But anyway, that's not the point. Keep what I said just now in mind. We'll definitely bring it up later when it's relevant again. And trust me, it will be. 5 minutes past. So let's see what he has to say, shall we?
What is good, everyone? It's Skyfire here, and welcome back to my live stream on Streamlabs. So, how are you guys doing?
Well, Neil, to be honest with you, not very good. And I think you know exactly why, don't you? Because right now, you're about to open your mouth and say something really stupid. But until then, I'm just gonna bide my time. Let's talk about what's on his screen first before we continue. There's not much here, but trust me, it's gonna be very telling for later. That number on the top left side of his screen is Neil's sub count currently, and the other window on the right is the Streamlabs chat, and it looks like he's enabled the YouTube side of it. Now, Godot, why is this relevant, you might be asking? Well, if you've known me for as long as you have, you know I'm a very detail-oriented person. It's kind of required to be able to find the truth, you know? Plus, not to mention, he's going to actually bring this up later, so I kind of thought it would be a good idea to get ahead of the game on this one to tell you guys what's going on. Also, I just want to remind everybody real quick that he's sitting here basically saying that I'm doxing his face, even though he's doing it himself, which is another thing that I need to remind everybody real quick. Once you decide to upload videos to your platform, you kind of lose the right to privacy, because things that you want to keep private end up getting revealed in the video, and it's kind of up to you to actually edit those things out. And well, if you don't do that, it's kind of your fault, isn't it, Neal Kumar? Who was it that revealed your information again? Your first name, your last name, and your address on top of that? Yeah, that's what I thought.
So, we're gonna be like discussing about some shit that has been going on with Rev, DNA, Ninja Godot, Inverto, Zexio, and Havoc.
I might as well go ahead and spoil this to you right away. There's hardly any talks of Rev, there's hardly any talks of myself, there's hardly any talks of Inverto, or Zexio, or Havoc. But there is talks of DNA, which is kind of the antithesis of why I wanted to make this video. Because Mr. Neal is going to make a very outrageous claim later in the video, and I can't wait to see what you guys have to say once you hear it yourself.
Okay. Again. So, oh god, hold on. That is the wrong layout that I wanted to try to do. Okay. Nope. That's still wrong. There we go. I still really need to fucking emphasize this is godforsaken Neal Kumar making these type of fucking claims. I am so thankful that the Godot Blend Cafe channel made this video. And for a lot of people, this fucking video is still like really viable and very valid to this godforsaken day. There has not even been one day. There hasn't even been one day where Neal godforsaken Kumar hasn't stopped making threats towards me, making great threats towards my wife and kids, and vice versa. It's just always on a constant state where this kid's like, I gotta check on DNA. Is he streaming? Oh god, thank god, he's not live streaming. Like, bro, fucking idiot. Just why? It's stupid. Like, I'm sorry. It's just honestly godforsaken stupid. And again, like Adele stated in his video, Neal is just constantly fucking showing his shit. And once you upload something to YouTube, whether it's your name or showing your face, yeah, it's out there in public, bro. It's over. Alright, time for me to resume the video.
Imagine spouting a whole bunch of nonsense with no proof whatsoever. Well, that kind of summarizes what Neal Kumar is in the first place, doesn't it? Let's move on to the next clip, because this one's going to be very interesting. Let's see what he has to say about Jackson.
Also, we're gonna be obviously talking about what Jackson has been doing. So, Jackson, here, we're gonna be talking about what Jackson has been doing. Jackson is the one who was calling my friend Josh a faggot, which is really offensive by that word. But you want to know what else Jackson did? She called Josh a fat crybaby. Like, what is wrong with you, Jackson? Because my friend Josh doesn't deserve this kind of treatment.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I guess now we're gonna be stepping into the mud on this one, aren't we? Let's go ahead and do something that Neal forgot to do and actually talk about the real issue here. This is Faith Jackson, a 20-year-old female who would often participate in Neal Bird's streams. I essentially described her as second in command in my previous video about them. It's not entirely too uncommon for a 20-year-old to be hanging out with a 16-year-old, but it certainly is really fucking weird when you're sleeping with them on a live stream. If this was my son, I would be beating his ass and I would be getting rid of all of his electronic equipment for the rest of the year. At age 16, you're definitely expected to know better, but I guess you can't really rely on Neal Kumar to do that for you, can you, Neal? Anyway, I'm getting really sidetracked with this because this is definitely a major pet peeve of mine, but let's go ahead and keep talking about Faith. Not only was Faith Jackson sleeping with Neal Kumar on a live stream, but it was later found out that Faith was actually in an intimate relationship with a 14-year-old child. Now keep in mind that after Neal kept doing what they were doing for the past year, it was always me and Rev that was coming to his rescue and always making sure that predators knew their place.
And they still do. They still do, despite the fact that they have tried to help Neal understand the people that he hangs around with is fucking dangerous and in danger to his own channel and such. Guess fucking what? Neal Kumar, Pennsylvania. A 17-year-old who has made bomb threats, rape threats, and vice versa, refuses to listen because in his very own eyes and image, he is untouchable, being in a different state. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, Neal, let's see how long that lasts. Bear in mind, there's people, I shit you not, there is people who are waiting for you to become the age of 18, so that way they put your ass in full fucking blast to the whole world to see. Information about you will be revealed. I can actually support that claim too, by the way, Godot. I can support that claim as well. Come on. And also, I want people to also understand, Neal and Jackson actually had that fucking conversation. And I'm about to show it. Also, for anybody that doesn't know, this is directly from his channel. I wonder why the comments are turned off. And this was done nearly 14 to 15 hours ago. So please listen to the audio, ladies and gentlemen.
Autumn, do not hide evidence because we know that you side with Benson sometimes.
Autumn, stop it.
Don't try to fucking hide from us, bitch.
That's why. We don't be trusting you. And then you keep their
I thought we
side.
could trust you again, Autumn, but you blew it. Oh yeah,
Give it a
Lax
few
or
moments.
block
Oh,
me
there
on
it is.
Discord.
There it is.
Because he thinks, because he thinks that you were talking to Sophia.
Bro! Stopia was bugging me!
Yeah, we still mad at you about that.
I don't even know what Lax was smoking on, but I've never sided with him in the first.
Okay, I had to pause this almost immediately. Again with people quote-unquote smoking shit. He accused me of fucking smoking some shit multiple times. I'm pretty sure it was actually one point where he accused of some of the members in the Godot Blank Cafe of smoking shit as well. Okay. Yeah, okay, sure. Like, that's gonna fucking stick. I'm sorry that I had to pause it for that very fucking specific reason. I just can't. This is freaking Neal Kumar. Skyfire being Neal Kumar and pulling it. I fucking can't, bro. I can't. And by the way, yeah, and just horrendous, bro.
Place.
Yeah, I'm not part of that.
Just fucking tell him to unblock me, bro. I did not do jack shit.
Also, Ben just like, also Ben just like calling him out.
Yeah, just okay. All right, let's go back to the actual video that we were watching to begin with. Yeah, just bear in mind that Neal Kumar is still doing this type of fucking phallus shit every single. And that also, by the way, in that same video or same live stream that he did 14 and 15 hours ago. He was also like making some very inappropriate content as well. I'm not gonna show it on stream for obvious reason, but it's very inappropriate. Alright, let's continue with the video then.
Before they kept trying to groom Neal some more. So this isn't the first time that Neal has encountered us. And it's definitely not the first time he's ever heard of child predatory behavior. So why he's acting very surprised when he finds out about Faith having a relationship with a 14-year-old is really beyond me. Because if you look at all of his streams, he's known this for the past month and a half. And you know what's funny about that? He only started giving a damn because Rev and I brought it to his attention. And interestingly enough, he already knew Josh Gifford at this time. So guess who else was sitting on that information? Josh Gifford himself. And only then did he decide to give a damn when me and Rev brought it up to them. Now let's go ahead and talk about the rest of the clips since we got the Faith Jackson explanation out of the way. I don't know why Neal is complaining about Josh being called a faggot when Neal has definitely said a lot worse. He blatantly calls everybody the N-word and literally yells the N-word at every chance that he can. And I'm not talking about like the GS sound, like nigga. No, I'm actually talking about the one that makes you reimagine yourself in the 1800s, working on a cotton field, waiting to be rescued by freedom fighters. And he says it so nonchalantly like he doesn't give a goddamn. By the way, his excuse for saying the hard N-word is that he's mixed. But guess what? There's just one little problem with that. Does the name Daraj Kumar sound like a black name to you? And that's not me being racist. I'm legitimately asking that question. Because one look at Mandy Kumar and one look at Daraj Kumar definitely suggests that there is zero black in either of those people. Other than that, there's at least one thing that I will agree with Jackson on. Why are you so offended about him being called a crybaby? Josh Gifford acts like a crybaby all the time. Like, one thing I definitely remember for sure was when I was a kid, I cried a lot. And my sister made it known that I was a titty baby. I think that describes Josh Gifford to a T.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh my gosh, I was really busy, so who is texting me on a message?
I'm going to turn down the volume at this point because I want you to see this whole scene exactly all the way through and through. Keep in mind he's supposed to be talking about Rev, DNA, myself, Havoc, Inverto, and even Zexio. And yet he still doesn't do this. The stream itself is about 44 minutes and 20 seconds long, but at this point when he's looking at his phone, it's literally at the 12-minute and 54-second mark. He says one thing to his friend, and then he goes right back to his phone, and it's literally almost 2 minutes that pass before he says anything else. He's not even interested in talking about the subject at hand, which begs the question, why is a child getting themselves involved with child predatory behavior anyway? He didn't even have the brain cells to point out the major problem with Jackson in the first place. He was more concerned about Jackson calling Josh a faggot. Like, really? This kind of goes back to what Rev and I said about getting children involved with child predator stuff. Children have no business getting involved with child predator stings, let alone having discussions about the intricacies of a buster busting a predator in the same setting, same room, etc., etc. And yes, I don't want to point this out, but I am talking about you as well, Inverto. Just like Neal, you are 17 years old, and believe me, the people that did what they did to you are definitely going to get what's coming to them. Trust me on that. But that still doesn't change the fact that you shouldn't be as deep into child predator busting as you are. And I'm not going to ignore the elephant in the room when it comes to this. Inverto's situation clearly shows that there are consequences to what happens to children when they get themselves involved with stuff like this. And don't get me wrong, I am not blaming Inverto for what happened to him, because there is no reason for any person to do what they did to him at all. But things like this can happen to children that get themselves involved in stuff like this on a daily basis. And I would be a hypocrite to ignore what's going on with Inverto if I'm just simply pointing out what Neal is doing. Consistency is the word of the day. In fact, it's the word of the day every day. And there's a reason why Rev and I say this all the time. But anyways, let's continue this and see what happens next.
Imagine if DNA would be like Nikocado Avocado eating all these chips like this. Hey DNA, stop eating so much chips.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is a little bit weird, even for me. I've been on the internet since I was around 10 years old, and I've seen a lot of things. For a moment, I kind of forgot that Nikotado Avocado existed. Wow, that did not translate well in the voice changer, did it? Anyways, one of Nick's earliest controversies was his weight. By the way, that's not me bat-shaming him. His weight literally was one of his biggest controversies, because he always went on camera doing stuff like this. I actually remember this video very well, because this is the first time I ever heard of Nikotado Avocado. August the Duck is the culprit. Damn that little white duck, always talking about amazing things. Well, amazing for a better word at least. Not exactly the point. Neal, why would you make fun of DNA in a scenario where he literally acts like Nikocado Avocado, and then demonstrate for your audience full force what Nikocado Avocado would actually do? You kind of look like you have egg on your face when you did that. By the way, that's an expression. Don't take that very seriously, because I've seen what you can do with alls and bowls of ice cream. If you keep eating unhealthy like that, you're gonna end up looking like what Nikocado Avocado used to look like. Anyways, he's about to talk about his subscriber count, so pay very close attention to what's about to happen. Keep in mind the little details that I told you about earlier.
As you guys know, I now have a subscriber count right up there. Let's see if the subscriber goes up. I don't know. Well, we'll have to find out. We got a subscriber.
Objection! What an interesting tale we weave, Neal Kumar. I don't know if you realize this, but you just introduced us to a new possibility as to how you're getting new subscribers. Besides, you're tech savvy, aren't you? You seem to know the basics of how these things actually work. So let me lay it out for you. There was quite a bit of time when you were silent, messing around with your phone, then suddenly you decide to bring up your subscriber count. You then say, and I quote, "Let's see if a subscriber goes up." I don't know, we'll have to find out. Then, right at the penultimate, when your subscriber count does go up, you then say, "We got a subscriber." Now, let's make things very interesting, shall we? Because I can already feel the truth surging through my veins. The video that I'm reviewing now took place 1 day ago, and for specifics, this was June 12th, 2025. Now, I'm going to take your attention to Skyfire's Social Blade. And look at the dates. As you can see, he gained a bunch of subscribers with rounded numbers. And this wouldn't be such a big deal except for one problem. He's getting a certain amount of rounded numbers every single day. There is no way in hell you can tell me that these numbers are organic, because they are not. This actually further proves the community post that I made on him days ago, where I irrefutably pointed out that his subscribers were not only—
Let me see. There will be a correction on my end that I will make about his chat. The point of the chat was to highlight the fact that his subs were bought because his chat was dead for No, you're not exactly wrong. I mean, his channel is still pretty much godforsaken dead. His live chat is just dead with fucking child predators. But wait a minute, there's people fucking messaging. Yeah, still, dead chat. It's just nothing but child predators. Anyway, sorry, let's go. Oh shit, hold on. I gotta abracadabra myself. Here we go. God damn it. No, not that. He wouldn't get 1 to 2 viewers a day. He will get quite a bit actually, but this was due to the amount of shorts he will upload on his channel, so that's why he got some legit subs. But that's only because no, I mean you're not exactly wrong okay. You're not wrong, but you're wrong at the same time. Yes, it's because of his YouTube shorts, but let's also remember that this fat Indian fuck uploads fucking weird shit about Mickey Mouse. Let me see if I can actually get those up and running. Hold on. Let's see, videos, and let's click on popular. Yeah, again, hold on, let me show the rest of the class. This is on Neal's channel, by the way. It's also because of his godforsaken, rejected retardation here, bro. It's also because of these fucking copyrighted shit. I'm still very convinced. Now, I'm kind of convinced that fucking Disney doesn't have any issues with children of this caliber doing this type of shit. But that's neither here nor there for the time being. What I mean to say he would upload a lot of shorts and get a lot of views, but his viewer count was always low uh, unless trolls and pedos comes to his. You're not wrong. You're not exactly wrong. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. All right, let's go ahead and put it back in here. All right, let's do this.
Only bought it, but he was buying them with his mommy and daddy's credit card. So tell me, Neal Kumar, how did you know that you were going to gain a subscriber unless you bought them? This is the reason why reaction videos to you are so important, and this is why fair use is also just as important. Another thing to point out as well, remember how I told you to pay attention to the chat? We are at least about 20 minutes in, and the chat hasn't moved at freaking all. If your subscriber count was real, Neal, then why are you only generating about 1 to 2 views a day? I'll acknowledge that you channel at least about 100 to 200 views every now and then, but these people aren't your fans. Most of them come from child committers that myself, Rev, and Zexio have busted from a time. You also have your detractors who hate what you're doing on this platform. So again, Neal, tell me how it feels to have a channel that's literally built up on artificialness instead of actually reality.
Kayla Vlogs gets on my last fucking nerves.
There isn't much to say about this clip, but I am gonna point out one thing that's very interesting. If Kayla Vlogs gets on your last fucking nerves, then why are you subscribed to them? It doesn't make any sense to me at all. This is kind of a pet peeve of mine that I am going to point out about Mr. Skyfire. He says he can't stand the side of me, or Rev, or DNA, or Zexio, or any of these people, but if you go to his YouTube channel, like right this second, you're going to find that he has a sidebar filled with people that he hates a lot. Poison Ivy at least makes sense, because she's a child predator too. She had intimate conversations with at least 2 children, wanting to break their bonners. These children were at least 12 to 13 years old, by the way. But then you see Rev on here, and I'm just kind of like, why? Rev has been nothing but respectful to you. He literally got your child groomer off the internet. Then you see Purification Order, which I've never heard of this person before, but after I went to go look at their community post, I think I might have a feeling who this person is. Surely it's not the same 18-year-old that got 16-year-olds involved and confronting child predators. No, not at all. Or the same 18-year-old that got Andrew Hamilton busted, which kind of made you think that maybe he understood the efficacies of decoying when he actually doesn't and went after an innocent man for stupid tweets. But that's another argument for another day. I can see why you added him on this list. He definitely deserves it. Then I see Inverto88 on here, and I guess he makes sense. I mean, he only called you out on your stupid hypocrisies, a fellow 17-year-old, by the way, that Neal felt the need to find his face so he can produce it to his predator audience. Absolutely fucking horrid. Then I see Zexio on here, which, don't get me wrong, him and I don't exactly get along, but I am gonna point out one fact. I think I've only seen you have a conversation with this person one time. There's no reason for him to be on this list at all, unless you're upset that he exposed DD Live Studios, which still doesn't make any sense to me at all, considering that DD Live Studios had a naked picture of a 12-year-old child on his computer. So you're going to hate another child predator buster for doing his job on the internet? I guess it makes sense that your friends are only child predators. Then you have yours truly, the lovely Ninja Godot, which definitely makes a lot of sense, considering that you and I are always going to be at odds. I mean, one person has to be able to tell the truth, right? Because we both know you hate that, don't you? I'm certainly glad to be on your hates a lot list. Then you have Neo Girl Extra, which is another tuber that I've never heard of before, but after looking at her channel and looking through her community post, it looks like this is Laxer's ex-girlfriend. You know, the one who's dating Jackson. Then there's Havoc Network, an individual who was with us for a little while, exposing Neal for all the times he was using the N-word. He was also with us when we were exposing Brianna Seymour, which again, I guess that makes sense considering the context. He wants to bring her back on the platform for some fucking reason, but whatever, I guess. Neal, I mean, not Havoc. Then here's a name on here that doesn't make any sense to me at all. Why the hell is Jirai on this list? She hasn't spoken to you once and has literally done nothing to you. She's been minding her own business, keeping up with artwork and hanging out with Rev. Oh, wait a minute. That's what it is, isn't it? So because she hangs out with Rev, that's the reason why you hate her? Have you actually even sat down and tried to talk to her for once? Oh, but don't do that, Neal Kumar, because we've seen what you can do when you're trying to talk to a woman. Or even a girl that's your age. That girl that you doxed at your school. How's she doing, by the way? Fucking fat idiot. Speaking of women that you're trying to dox, look who it is. It's Repli Kubani, DNA's freaking wife. Now, I'm gonna hold off on what I have to say about Danny, because trust me, it's gonna be very relevant later to what's gonna happen next. The final person on this list is Square Boy, and I have no idea who this is. I've dug through their channel, and there's no way for me to really identify who they are. But whoever this is, I'm pretty sure that you're on this hate list because you're a lot better at Friday Night Funkin' than he is. And if you think that's a petty reason, trust me, that's not even the start of what describes Neal Kumar to a T. But we're not exactly done yet. Let's look at his new trolls real quick. I've seen Midas D-Side GF on his streams sometimes, who sounds like a child, close to Neal's age. But then I see Jackson right next to Midas, and I'm just like, what the fuck? So I guess a woman that's 20 years old fucking around with a 14-year-old is just neutral to you. But every single person that's on your hate list, your detractors, are way more terrible than she is. And I guess they're more terrible than your all-time good friends. Brian Shimmer, who's actually Josh Gifford, the guy who defended to the death 3 child predators, California girl who sent nudes to a minor, Saphira the cat who made an outrageous claim about sleeping with a 14-year-old in a sleep car, Akita the fat pig bitch, who, without actually knowing it or understanding what she's doing.
Oh, hold on. There's a reason why I paused the video. As of this current time, the channel that was being displayed in that very video of Neal Kumar's, that channel is completely gone and completely gone and terminated. Because it was later found out after a lot of commotion that Mr. Pooh, the Pooh King himself, Pablo Gonzalez, showed up to Neal's live stream and got his shit terminated. That's what I've been told or been rumored about. So I just want to keep that detail out there for people to know that the video that's in the channel that's being displayed for Neal Kumar, that's his old channel, because his old channel got terminated by Mr. Pooh King himself. So right now, if everybody sees like a massive difference between that channel and like his old channel and his current channel, that's the reason why. He allowed the fucking Pooh King himself, Pablo Gonzalez, to pull up. Yeah, well, there you go, Chet. The Godot Blank Cafe, the CEO, the manager, whatever you want to specify. I don't know what he wants to refer to himself as. Yeah, the current leader, I suppose. I don't know. Yeah. Neal's main channel got terminated because of that shit. So now, because of that, his old channel is gone, meaning that some of the stuff that's being shown in this video, despite it being gone, is still relative. It's still very relative because, like it's been mentioned to me in my DMs, it highlights like a lot of things that Neal Kumar has been doing quite a lot. Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's kind of neat. The cafe. Yeah. Alright, let's get back to the video.
He's literally advocating for victims of child grooming to be gone after and constantly harassed, saying that them being groomed is their fault. Then Kyle Afton, who I don't know too much about, but according to some sources, definitely got caught messing around with some children in an RP fashion. Then there's Killer Reaper, who I know nothing about, or maybe I do and they go under a different alias. Comment below if you can tell me who this is. Then there's Savannah Barr, and don't even get me started on this bitch. Takes the sonograms of multiple women's babies, makes very wild claims that they are theirs, then takes baby dolls and names them after dead children that are actually real children connected to real families. Bitch is an absolute psycho. Then there's famous cult leader DD Live Studios, who, as I mentioned earlier, has nudes of a dead child. As for Human Blaze, I don't know much about her, but she did leave a little death threat on my community post. That's kinda nice, I guess. Then there's Maria Robotnik, who I definitely highly suspect is Brady, the same lady that was dating William Kelso when she was literally 16. By the way, it didn't start like this. William Kelso met her when she was 13 and has been heavily grooming her right along with Brianna Seymour and fucking Prime Sonic, also known as Pablo Puzales. Then, the very day that she turned 16, she immediately started dating him. By the way, this is a 30-year-old man. As for the other people, I don't know who they are, but if the three of you are around Neal's age and actually have some common sense, heed my warning. Neal Kumar is going.
I actually need to point that out a little bit. Godot, the reason why she felt relevancy is because she's actually on an alt account. You should, like, a lot of people from the Godot Bland Cafe should probably look into the viewers in Neal's live chat, because she is there. She is still present in there on an alt account. What alt account, I do not know, but she is in that live chat constantly. She's either in that live chat within Neal Kumar's or within Gennaro Jackson's. But again, that is neither here nor there right now. I'll continue the video right now.
To get you in a lot of trouble with these child predators. He's already done it to an innocent 9-year-old, and he's done it to an innocent girl at his own school. Run while you can and get the hell away from this person. Alright, that was really long, but it turns out this was actually kind of important to cover. Going over these people that he likes, dislikes, and has a neutral standing for is actually really important in the grand scheme of things to truly understand how Neal Kumar thinks. He really truly believes that child predators are saints, which is why, thanks to Josh Gifford, by the way, these people seek refuge under Neal Kumar's channel because they think a 16-year-old, 17-year-old boy is going to protect them from us. What a shocker, Josh Gifford. Neal is literally becoming everything that I said he's going to become because you keep enabling him. Who would have fucking thought?
Okay, there better not be any trolls watching my stream because, we have a lot of trolls out there. You cannot be talking about any type of people. We do not talk about people who are troublemakers. But I mostly talk about DNA, so does most of my friends. Because DNA, you want to know about DNA? He is an idiot and a troublemaker that likes to talk about people behind our backs.
Interesting statements, but I have a few issues with them. First of all, the trolls that show up on your channel, your comments section, and your streams too. These people are showing up, not because of us, by the way, but because of the people that you have on your panel. Every now and then, you'll usually have at least 1 or 2 people on your streams who are at least around your age, which obviously is okay. But then you'll have child predators that Rev, Zexio, and I have encountered and documented very well on Discord. I've already covered who these predators are in Robusta Retardation, but to be honest with you, I'm not exactly sure if I've covered all of them, because every time I've lurked in Neal's streams, new ones seem to show up. I kid you not for those who are watching this, but as of the 16th of June, which is when I'm recording this part of the segment, I've counted at least 4 of them already, and last week he literally hosted a wedding between Movie Shadow and Autumn Parish, and I kid you not, there was at least 5 child predators or child predator enablers on his panel alone, but his actual sidebar chat was packed to the brim with child predators. I am a 33-year-old adult, and even this freaks me out a bit. I mean, Josh Gifford is a year older than me. How in the holy...
He really does. That shit does piss me off, though. He really does leave out that fucking context. It's shit like this that has my values completely different. My channel values are completely different. Again, I'm sorry for pointing this out again. My values here and my channel values are completely different than that in other channels. Because of certain stuff like this. If you're willing to start leaving out context like that, twist the story around shit. Again, if you're a minor but you're already in the age of consent of your state and have done and said bomb threats, great threats, yada, vice versa, you could everybody gets to hold your on my channel. You already know what I'm about. Even though you're a minor, you will be treated as an adult and you will be treated as such. Since you decide to make those type of threats, vice versa, you will be viewed as an adult as long as you've reached the age of consent in your state or in the respective state that you're in. No child, no minor should be making these type of things. And then they start complaining as to why they're being treated like an adult, why like even actual adults who I guess don't even bother reading like fucking laws and shit start attacking him. And then he wonders why people such as myself make coverage about this. People such as employees such as the Godot Bland Cafe need to like record, download stuff, and vice versa because of shit like this. Neal, if you're watching, I damn well know you're bitching, crying, and complaining in that fucking sad little corner that you call a room. You're that pathetic, dude. And the fact that you think you can try to say the most dumbest shit is hilarious. Alright, let's continue with the video.
living mother of hell, does Josh Gifford believe he's doing nothing wrong? How can he possibly look in my face and say that he's not doing any enabling at all? Let me play this clip for you real quick, so that way you can understand exactly what I'm talking about. Courtesy of the lovely Vanny. Thank you very much.
Alex, if you don't stop,
Guys,
I swear to God.
Guys,
What is it?
guys,
What?
please. My daughter is a girl, not a freaking guy.
Hey, you guys want to know what's crazy? The low taper fade meme is still massive.
I know.
Yeah.
What is it,
interrupt
Josh?
me.
The low taper fade is still massive,
You
dude.
did no.
Are you mad at me,
Hey,
Josh?
did you know the low taper fade meme is still massive?
You mad at me
It's so
too, Josh?
massive like my forehead.
Look at this one down there.
Hold on. I'll remove Clover for a bit. Anyway, what is it, Josh?
Jackson, I'm going to be pissed off with her.
Grown
What
ass
happened
man,
now?
by the way. Grown
What
ass man
happened?
listen to shit.
Call me a freaking 8-year-old.
What?
You're not 8 years old.
Wait, how old even are you?
Josh, how old are you?
30s? In my middle 30s?
34.
Bro.
Thank you.
Just a quick thing to point out. Why did he say mentally in his 30s? Why wasn't he just honest about his age? It's so bizarre to hear him only tell a half-truth about this instead of just being honest about it. Let's continue and see what happens next.
Years old.
Alright, sorry about that, Clover.
And Clover, you pissed me off.
I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, well, don't cry. First of all, are you in a safe spot right now? Are you
Wait,
in a
what
safe spot
happened?
right now?
Josh, what happened?
Clover, that's why he's on freaking mood to me.
Okay, well, don't cry. First of all, are you in a safe spot right now?
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Not
Don't do that! Don't do that!
Shut the fuck up, please.
Okay, well, have you contacted the proper authorities yet?
Stop, Clover.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa,
This
whoa,
guy
whoa,
cannot be
whoa,
serious.
whoa! Whoa!
What, did I say something?
Let
No.
me speak! Let me speak!
You weren't even speaking in the first place.
Let me talk. Clover, please say sorry to Josh.
But
I'm sorry. Jesus! Sorry, I got a cold.
Please say sorry to Josh.
Thank you.
Josh,
It's a cold, don't worry.
sorry, I got the, yeah. I'm sorry for making you feel a certain way. It was just a goof, it was just for laughs, but clearly you don't find it funny, so I apologize.
That's totally fine. Sorry I yelled at you like that.
Nah, man, reasonable crash out.
You don't need to be
JT.
like that!
J2.
no need to be that
This
guy.
Well, but anyways, I feel better.
It's getting
I
serious.
feel better. Now my dad yelled at me.
You
I'm feeling better now.
need to be like that.
Oops.
Hey,
Jay.
it's
If you want the link, then I'll send it to you.
Jay, calm your son down.
Calm your tits.
Try to look at me in the face and tell me this is not enabling. Josh decides to crash out on this Clover guy for absolutely no reason. Then when his crashing fiasco is done, he does this sort of act that puts Neal in a very difficult position, essentially forcing the child to enable his terrible behavior towards Clover himself. This behavior itself then forces Neal to make Clover apologize to Josh for no fucking reason whatsoever, therefore justifying all of Josh's actions that he just ravaged Clover with. He even did the same thing to Jackson earlier in this video, which, don't get me wrong, I'm not defending Jackson, but notice Josh came in immediately complaining about Jackson, which forced Neal to react very violently with his voice. Josh has been around Neal for quite some time, 2 months to be precise, maybe a little longer than that. And he already has Neal's mannerisms memorized down to a T. It almost feels like I'm watching some sick, twisted manipulation scene happen before my eyes. It's already confirmed that Josh has Neal's actual phone number and his Facebook. So Josh can contact Neal at any waking moment, at any time that he wants to. But after what I just saw here, these past few moments with Clover and what's been going on with Josh's anger, you can't possibly tell me that there's no grooming going on in this moment. Grooming doesn't have to necessarily be sexual, by the way. Make no mistake, Josh Gifford is molding Neal Kumar to be exactly who he wants him to be. This, unfortunately, is what Brianna did before she... I can't even finish that sentence. Yeah, this is getting way too dark for me. I kinda had a part planned for when he said DNA is a troublemaker, but to be honest with you, after talking about this part, it's kind of irrelevant right now. It literally means nothing in the grand scheme of things. At least in this moment. Let's just talk about the next clip and try to get through this.
DNA, Ninja Godot, Rev, they always work together. What they like to do is try to take people down. YouTube is for entertainment, not drama. I don't know what y'all niggas are talking about, but YouTube is for entertainment.
No.
I'm going to get really...
No. No. Hold up. I'm gonna have to do this real quick. That just looks wrong. Hold up. There we go. No, Neal Kumar, you are not black. You're Indian and white. Get your shit right, boy. Hey, look, DNA is being racist. No, it's called that I'm being responsible, reasonable, and logical here. No, you are not allowed to say that fucking word, bitch. Very funny. Neal Kumar, since he was the age of 16, has been groomed and been encouraged to display this type of illegal behavior, but I'm apparently the bad guy. Oh, hi, honey. Oh, this is just too good. Alright, back to the show.
Serious for a moment, because Neal, you're a freaking hypocrite. This all started with Brianna being on your platform, and us coming to your rescue to get her off of you, which unfortunately our efforts were in vain. Which, I'm gonna be very careful on how I word this. What Brianna did to you, you didn't deserve it. You unfortunately are raised by people that don't give a shit about you. And that was made clear to me when I tried to contact your mom. Just like every parent that's been contacted, their excuse was that we were bullying you for having autism, which is super far from the case. We didn't care that you had autism, we cared that you had a child predator on your platform. A child predator that for some sick, twisted reason that you want to come back. And while it sounds like I'm victim blaming, that's far from the case. Simply because of what you said at the very beginning. Allow me to replay it for you.
DNA, Ninja Godot, Rev, they always work together. What they like to do is try to take people down.
This clip alone proves that you've been studying us for quite some time now. Rev's WordPress has always been accessible to the public. Every child predator that he and I have documented together is found in this very WordPress that he keeps together online. A WordPress that I know Josh Gifford checks out every single time. And I know this because Caitlin's entry is in here. He was very close friends with Caitlin, even if she did cause a lot of problems for him and Michael Greenway. So of course it would make sense that you would bring up Caitlin's video on your very own platform, which kind of further indicates one thing for sure. He's been enabling their grooming activities for a very long time, and whether he believes he's intentionally doing it or not, it's actually happening before his very eyes. I need you to understand one thing before it's too late, Neal. You are somebody for Josh to use. That is it. Nothing more, nothing less. All it takes is your parents to find your phone and look through who you've been talking to. I seriously don't think your father is going to be okay with you having conversations with a strange 34-year-old man on the internet. A 16, 17-year-old boy nonetheless. As for the rest of your clip, this is why I'm going to call you a hypocrite. Again, you've studied Rev and I very closely for a very long time, to the point that you did something really stupid that you knew was going to get our attention. You hoisted a 9-year-old child on your own platform for Brianna Seymour to have all to herself. And Miss Cocoa Butter, who was 15 years old, who I was decoying by the way, called you out on doing that to a 9-year-old innocent child. That's right, confession time. Rev showed up on your platform that night because of me, because of Miss Cocoa Butter, and gave you a massive tongue lashing of the century. Brianna Seymour was still on that platform at the time that Rev was yelling at you for what you were doing with that 9-year-old child, and since then you have just been a massive menace to everybody. You say that YouTube is not for people that cause drama on this platform, but once again, when I look at your face, you have egg on it, because your channel invites nothing but drama. The first thing you do when you start streaming is to make sure that DNA is not streaming. Then you start talking shit about him, then myself, and then Rev. And when that doesn't work, you launch massive canceling campaigns to start a whole bunch of problems on this platform. And then when that doesn't work, you start doxing innocent children that go to your fucking school. So no, Neal, it's not us that starts problems, it's you and only you. But with Josh Kifford by your side, it...
I would also like to point something in as well, because this is something that I really desperately need to explain. So, because of that one little screenshot, or that little fucking doxing that Neal Kumar did of his own classmate, bear in mind that he doxed her out of fucking stupidity because he was caught looking at her inappropriately. He caught him looking at her inappropriately, which prompted him to make that community post of him doxing the poor kid, doxing his poor classmate. And because of that very screenshot itself, a lot of people, including myself by the way, have managed to locate his exact school that he attends to. And because he thinks that I'm doxing people, despite the fact that when he took that screenshot, well, took that photo, yada yada, whatever, people were able to go based on the fucking colors of the walls, the floor, the patterns, the design, everything. And if that wasn't enough, he also posted the poor girl's home address, which further helped us locate it too. I don't know. I don't fucking know. We keep on sending evidence over to law enforcement so they can actually see this shit. But because he lives in a different state compared to where I live, they're not gonna do shit until something actually happens. Mm-hmm. Pretty much, yeah. Like I said, this kid will do absolutely bumfuck nothing to get his fucking way. He will do everything in his absolute fucking unit. And when I say unit, I mean his fucking fat. Because the bitch has a triple stomach and a triple chin. God forbid he goes outside and actually does exercise and get on a fucking scooter. Bear in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I still have that one screenshot, although I make sure it's godforsaken sister, because God forbids I try to protect children as well. God forbids that I supposedly try to protect children and I get labeled as a quote-unquote child fucking predator. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Also, because I do want to show the screenshot at the moment, bear in mind the screenshot. Fortune is insane. Fortune is absolutely fucking insane. Yeah, there's so much lacking and no fucks given, hence folks hurt themselves, commit self-deletion, anything. Fair enough. Finally, I'm not the only one seeing. My God. God forbids y'all let loose in my live chat. This is why the Baileys are completed. Alright. Let's go ahead and show this. Neo, what is this, bitch? Yeah, for anybody that doesn't know, I did do my best. Well, I did the best I can to censor everything that relates to his classmate. For obvious reason, I didn't took the screenshot of her fucking home address because let's be real, that's a little bit fucking weird. And I'd rather not have her fucking address being plastered all over my channel. Yeah, this is the classmate that was also mentioned in the video itself. within the Godot Blend Cafe, a Kumar 2-4 blend video of Neal Kumar doxing his classmate. Just pathetic, dude. Neal, you're fucking pathetic. I hope you know that. You know what? I'm saying this. You know what? People can fucking clip this. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna say this. This is coming straight from the chest too. Neal, once you become an adult, I hope that a lot of people fucking harass you. I really do. There's so much fucking viable evidence that you're just a piece of shit. You're not gonna change for the better. Because if you put up a front, you will directly look at people, you say in your fucking live chat, you say in your videos, oh, I'm an innocent kid, yada yada, no. No, the moment you become 18 and people start looking into the shit you done as a kid, no, you're fucked. And the fact that if you continue going down this fucking path, even after you become 18, yeah, no, you're fucked. I pray that people harass you. I'm actually hoping that people get your contact information, despite the fact that you're the one that's dropping your own contact information into your live chats, your live streams. Again, bear in mind, do I need to bring this back up again? Where you dox your fucking name twice. Neal Kumar, Skyfire. Oh, hold on. Ooh, hold on. Ooh, he's doxing. Ooh, he's doxing. Yeah, okay. Hold on. Watch this. Oh, look, he's doxing. Somebody save me. Look, he's doxing me. He's doxing me. DNA's a piece of shit. Yeah, no, I'm not really the piece of shit here, buddy. I'm not a piece of shit here. Because why? Why are you stupid? Why are you stupid, dude? Why are you stupid? Jesus fucking Christ, bro. I can't with this shit. It's a fucking fat Indian kid, bro, that wants to hang around with child parents despite the fact that so many reasonable adults have come forward, Sherwood included. My only argument to your statement is that he is a child regardless of what anybody thinks. He is this way because of his environment. Unfortunately, that and the predators he chooses to surround. You're not. I'll give you that one. I'm not going to debate on that part because you are right. You're right to your argument right there. The only thing I'm going to say from my part only. Again, not going to debate against it. He's walking in illegal waters. He's going to be treated as an adult. Age consent. Pennsylvania 16, he's 17. He made the bomb threats and vice versa. As such, he'll be treated as an adult. He is still a kid through and through, but because of the massive amount of threats he's made so far, such as the bomb threats, the great threats, and vice versa. Yeah. Oh yeah, I seen the blend Brady too. I seen that. Absolute it receives a chef kiss, bro. Alright, let's get the video going again.
Makes it pretty fucking obvious who's enabling you to do these stupid, terrible things on the internet. Which is why every apology that you've made to us has always been absolutely fucking fake. Just admit that you thrive off of us, because it's very clear that we live rent-free in your head every single damn fucking moment that you wake up in your entire life.
And why don't y'all watch Midwest Safety? This is the channel that Midwest Safety posts about people usually committing crimes and then they get arrested. But if DNA was literally the one in that video, it would have been very hilarious. Be like the drunk person, alcoholic, anything like that, that could be even crazy.
So Midwest Safety appears to be an informative channel that shows body cam footage of police officer encounters. I'm not going to get onto Neal too much for this, because I was 17 once too, and my curiosity was just as high as his was. Besides, he's informing himself about safety. He wants to talk about DNA getting drunk, and hopefully ending up on this channel. But let me show you something that's more of a real possibility. And by the way, this video that I'm about to show you can also be found on this channel.
On November 28th, 2021, officers with the West Bend, Wisconsin Police Department received an attempt to locate from Logan County, Kentucky, where a 15-year-old girl went missing. Pings from her cell phone and a letter left by the girl pointed the police in the direction of West Bend. To protect the identity of the victim, We have redacted any images of her and excluded any references that might allow her to be identified. Officers waited at the residence of a known sex offender who, Logan County officers discovered, had been in contact with the girl via Facebook. A vehicle matching the sex offender's description passed by the residence, prompting officers to initiate a traffic stop.
I'm not going to show the rest of the clip, so if you want to watch this video, definitely go to Midwest Society and search up child predator, because that's going to be the first thing that's going to pop up on the list. You would think that a 17-year-old child would keep themselves informed about stuff like this, which again, I'm not going to blame Neal for this kind of scenario, but the fact that he's willing to put himself in this position with Josh Gifford really concerns me when looking at the stuff on this channel. He knows the dangers of child predatory behavior. I've told him, Rev has told him, and I'm sure in that one conversation that Zexio had with him, he also told him. And yet, despite the warnings, he always seems to try to get our attention because of these terrible things that he's doing on the internet, especially with these children that he keeps getting involved. People keep forgetting that Neal is not the only child on this channel. J-Twan is a 16-year-old boy that always shows up on his channel almost every single day. A child, by the way, that Neal placed in a group chat between myself and Rev without J-Twan even knowing it. Now, of course we're not bad, but just think about what this means. Imagine if he did this with predators. Neal is willing to put his friends in danger just so he can continue to have interactions with child predators. And by the way, J-Twan had the nerve to call Rev a predator, a pedophile. But lo and behold, as expected of a stupid 16-year-old, he couldn't provide any evidence as to what made Rev a child predator to begin with. And by the way, guess who left that conversation when things were getting a bit heated? Skyfire did. Literally abandoned his friend because he couldn't handle the truth. He left his friend there to get absolutely lambasted by us. And J-Twan deserves it too. The lambasting at least, not the grooming that's clearly happening from Josh Gifford's end. I don't understand why these predators feel the need to weaponize these children to come after us. But it is what it is, I guess. The more important thing is to obsess over DNA going to jail for being drunk and everything. Right, Neal? You've made it pretty clear that's all that matters, which adds to you obsessing with him for no fucking reason.
But the thing is, I need to see how many people are watching. There's only one viewer watching though, but I can literally tell that we have a lot of people that are being idiots and stuff. Like, who even cares about Rev, DNA, Ninja Godot, all those idiots?
Well, Neal, you seem to be obsessed with us, considering that we're the only ones that
Hey,
you
my
talk
favorite
about
music is
on
playing.
your channel anymore. And look, I'm not completely blind to the irony.
Hey,
this is
Mike.
my 5th video that I've made on you. But if you've known me for as long as you have, then you should have figured out by now that my real obsession is finding the truth. Which makes perfect sense as to why I would be on your hate list, because you definitely like to lie to your audience about everything. And if you think DNA is bad, and if you think Rev is bad, there is a reason why Rev calls me stubborn.
We never, ever do a thing like this. But what is their goal? To tear each other down. But what is our goal? To make all of us support YouTube.
Ah, yes. The online platform that supports censorship. You would definitely want that, wouldn't you, Neal? But here's the thing about censorship, Neal. Censorship is a double-edged sword. You can swing it one way, but there is just as much of a chance for it to cut deeper into you as well. As Rev would put it, it's more like a pendulum. The higher the wrecking ball, the harder and faster it'll swing back. By the way, you're wrong once again. Our goal is to find the truth. Nothing more, nothing less.
Because I'm always supporting for YouTube and they don't even give a care about it. But what is even worse about that is literally that they are just making false reports on YouTube and they are just like talking about how they are obviously exposing my friend Didi for no reason.
Wait a second, what?
And they are just like talking about how they are obviously exposing my friend Didi for no reason.
Hold it! What do you mean exposing Didi for no reason? Gennaro Jackson, also known as Didi Live Studios, has gotten himself involved in more controversies than he can count on his fucking finger. I meant to say hand, I don't know why I said fingers. Anyways, the controversies. Didi let slip from his mouth that it was okay for siblings to have sex as long as they're not married. Like, what the fuck?
It doesn't matter if you're related or not. Now, if you're married, that's a different story.
Then there was that one controversy where his aunt came on stream and basically said that she would be willing to grape little white children just because it was easy.
Let me find another one, all right? Mm-hmm. I will go and rape his ass. On God. Man, it ain't hard to go snatch a little young white ass. Don't get it shit. You think the boogeyman, you ain't seen the boogeyman yet. I will show you what the boogeyman look like.
Oh, and why did she say this? Because Dee Dee was getting exposed for having nudes of a 12-year-old child on his mobile devices. Yeah, your aunt didn't look so good there, did they, Gennaro? Following that, there's another controversy of Zexio walking in on Gennaro using a real child, not a decoy, a real child to lure out an adult.
Yo, you guys can get in a lot of trouble for this, by the way.
Yeah, true.
You think I'm lying, but you're literally doing entrapment.
So, I get arrested. I get arrested. I don't care.
I mean, true. Yeah, you can't get in trouble.
I mean, but even if he accepts it and says yes, that does not make him a pedo. In the eyes of the law, that would actually make him innocent. That would make you guys the groomers in some way or form.
But here's the thing, you know, like he has a freaking whole server of minors right now.
Yeah, but you've Dee Dee, you're not understanding. You've literally got a real minor texting him, trying to get pictures and send him pictures.
You know what?
If you want to catch pedos, this isn't the way you do it. You don't get minors to go talking to them and try and sexually speak to them. It's just not the way it works.
I thought he sent me that dick.
Yeah, catfishing. That's not good. I think you should stop now.
But the fact he sits there freaking telling people to kill themselves and stuff, that's just wrong.
I don't know what he's done, but this isn't the way to do it, to get actual kids to talk to him sexually.
Then there's another controversy of a minor that exposed him, that he dragged into a conversation with Human Azarm. You know, the guy who was literally on the news.
Human Azarm showed no emotion as he appeared in front of a judge this morning. The 21-year-old is accused of indecency with a child in the Katy neighborhood where he lives. The victim's mom, who doesn't want to be identified, was relieved.
I'm confused this time.
But you're glad that he's charged?
Yeah, I'm very glad.
Prosecutors say on April 19th, Azarm walked up to a 12-year-old boy playing basketball in front of his house. They say he approached the boy and, fully clothed, assaulted the child.
The defendant then removed the child's shoes and applied the child's feet to the defendant's penis.
What's even more surprising, prosecutors say the break in the case occurred a week later when Azarm allegedly went back to the victim's house to apologize.
And it was when he approached the boy a week later that the authorities were contacted.
Then the most latest controversy was the dude putting his hands around his aunt to fucking choke her.
This is just the one thing I didn't really want to reveal.
What, like,
He had his... Hold on.
Huh?
Give me a second, okay?
No worries, take your time.
Dee Dee had his aunt in a chokehold. I was on the call since after 3:30 in the morning. I was still awake. And when I heard that his aunt said that he had me in a fucking chokehold, I couldn't breathe, and I was trying to get the boy to step away from me.
Wow. He could have unalived her.
That is 6 controversies I counted on both hands. And there's even more than that, I'm sure. You'd have to talk to Zexio though, since he's the one that exposed them. Oh, but he's on your hate list. Make it make fucking sense, Neal. Once again, not the point though. This person is your friend? This person who has done all of these terrible things is your fucking friend? No fucking wonder you're fucked up. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We have reached the penultimate. It is time to talk about Fanny, because that outrageous claim about DNA is coming right up. It is the next thing that we are about to discuss. Let's listen to this fucking travesty.
Man, they just like to talk smack about DNA. DNA is obviously an idiot, and you want guys to know something crazy? He slept with a 14-year-old minor.
Objection! You better hope that you have some serious fucking evidence for this, Neal, because this stupid fucking statement that you made is fucking slander. DNA slept with a 14-year-old minor? Where the fuck is your proof for that? Do you just say whatever comes to your mind first without actually fucking thinking about what you're saying? But you know what? Since you want to talk about Vanny, let's go ahead and talk about her, shall we? DNA is 23 years old and Vanny is 24 years old. She's older than DNA by 1 fucking year. And 2 years ago, Vanny gave birth to a little girl. A child, a baby. Remember that baby, Neal? The same baby that you said that you were going to grape in front of DNA and his wife because you said it would make you feel good? Remember that child, Neal? I certainly do, because a particular Brianna Seymour encouraged you and your stupid fucking little friends to come raid DNA's stream and make these disgusting comments towards him and his wife. The same wife that for some fucking reason you have a picture of saved to your fucking devices like a little creep. And at every chance for no fucking reason at all, you change your profile picture to her and call her a 14-year-old child. Hey Neal, let's do something for you real quick, because I'm such a fucking nice person, shall we? And pay very close attention to this, fat boy, because I think you're gonna need it. Defamation is a statement that injures a third party's reputation. The two components that make up defamation is libel and slander. While I cannot find any evidence of libel in your channel, in terms of you saying that DNA had sex with a 14-year-old, there is evidence of you violating slander, which means making false statements, usually made orally, that defames another person. A key thing to understand about slander is that unlike libel, damages of slander are not presumed and must be proven by the party suing. Here's the thing about that, Mr. Skyfire. Guess what happens if you can't present any proof of DNA sleeping with a 14-year-old? Mr. DNA can lodge a lawsuit from his home state and have district attorneys show up at your front door with lawsuit papers ready to serve you. And at that point, he can sue you for slander. Oh, and DNA, I hope you're watching this video because here's some extra tea for you. Looky here, everybody. It says either libel or slander. All DNA has to prove is the slander, and you're absolutely fucking cooked, Neal. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and talk about the Pennsylvania statute, shall we? Title 42, Chapter 83, Section 43. In an action for defamation, the plaintiff has the burden of proving when the issue is properly raised. Pay close attention to this, Neal, because in this case, you're the defendant while DNA is the plaintiff. First part, the defamatory character of the communication. This refers to the nature of the statement that's supposed to harm someone's reputation, so you already fucked up there. Secondly, the publication by the defendant. This means that the statement was communicated to someone other than the person being defamed. Well, Neal, I guess this is where you have to decide if your subscriber count is real or not, because over 6,000 people heard you make this false statement, so you're fucked there as well. Its application to the plaintiff is next, and this is pretty self-explanatory, at least from what I'm reading here. In essence, it explains how a certain legal concept or action directly involves or affects the plaintiff in this case. And well, you made a claim that he had sex with a 14-year-old while he was an adult, so not only would this destroy his reputation, in the state that he lives in, that would make him a statutory rapist, which he can get arrested for. But because he never actually had sex with the 14-year-old, guess what? That would be a false arrest. So number 3 can definitely be met. Number 4 is the big one, the understanding by the recipient of its defamatory meaning, which essentially means that the statement must be understood by a third party, not just the person being defamed, in a way that harms their reputation. Essentially, the understanding can be based on the literal meaning of the words or inferences that a reasonable person would draw from a statement within a context. So what does that mean, Neal? Well, it essentially means that you might be fucked with a capital F, because the only other reason that you would make a wild statement like that is so you can spread misinformation with the intent to harm DNA's reputation for literally no other reason. You told everybody that DNA had sex with a 14-year-old. You clearly wanted people to understand that DNA had sex with a 14-year-old, so of course that would enrage people to go after him. But guess what? Because this statement isn't true, you just proved number 4. Congratulations, Neal. Now number 5 is a good one because this essentially traps Neal. The understanding by the recipient of it as intended to be applied to the plaintiff. This essentially applies to the third party who heard Neal make this statement and must have understood that the statement was about the plaintiff. In other words, if I were to sit next to you and I heard you make a statement about DNA claiming that he had sex with a 14-year-old, I would have to immediately understand that it's the same DNA that you're talking about. And because you always say DNA, Rev, and Ninja Godot, that instantly identifies DNA in this particular scenario as the person that you claim had sex with a 14-year-old. So once again, you're fucked, Neal. You clearly identified which DNA you're talking about in this particular scenario. Now, this one can be a little bit tricky. Number 6 refers to special harm, which indicates a tangible financial loss that the plaintiff suffers as a result of the defamatory statement. But here's the interesting part about this, Mr. Neal. This particular case might not even use special harm, so number 6 might not even be considered at all. You're still fucked. And finally, we reach number 7, which pertains to abuse of a conditionally privileged occasion. Now, I need to let everybody know that I am not a lawyer. I've never claimed to be one, but I will admit that number 7 doesn't make too much sense to me, so definitely consult a lawyer for this one. As for everything else, if I'm not mistaken, and if I'm not incorrect, it definitely looks like DNA meets the burden of proof statute. And just for fun, let's look up the burden of the defendant. The truth of the defamatory communication. Well, this is pretty cut and dry. If the statement that Neal made is true, then he obviously can't be held for defamation. But of course, that also means Neal has to prove that his statement is true, which leads to privileged occasion. But this doesn't apply to Neal, because this talks about stuff like courtroom proceedings or employment references. But Neal didn't make this statement during those times. He literally turned on his camera, went on StreamYard, and streamed this information. So once again, he has no defense there. And now we move to the character of the subject matter of defamatory comment as of public concern. This essentially means one thing. Can the defense actually prove that there is actual malice behind what Neal did? And guess what? He certainly can because of one thing. Allow me to present to you the one thing that's going to fuck Neal. Take that!
What he did, bro. You just...
Good guy.
Is spreading misinformation your job?
Yeah, it's their job.
No, it's
yes,
not.
it's our job.
No, it's
yes,
not.
it's our job.
No, yes, it's our job.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Irrefutable proof that this was never about the truth. Neal Birds, also known as Neal Kumar, caught in 4K, admitting the quiet part out loud, which is no longer quiet, by the way. Neal Kumar just admitted in his live stream that this was never about finding the truth. This was about simply ruining a man's reputation for absolutely no fucking reason at all. Oh wait, yes there was. There was a reason. Neal Kumar has been actively pushing for Brianna Seymour to return back to the platform, and he said himself that he would do whatever it would take to bring her back no matter what would happen. I guess nobody gives a fuck about the 23 victims that Brianna hurt, right, Neal? Can't really say that you care either, considering you've doxed a little girl from your own school. But let's not get too far off the subject. Let me cook while I still can. The hot piping mug of truth is this, Neal. You thrive off of us because you love spreading misinformation about us, when all of your friends, who are child predators by the way, get exposed. And it's very clear that Mandy Kumar doesn't give a shit about you, considering. Look where we are, Neal. 1 year in after everything that's happened, and I now have the ability to make videos. I now have the power to use fair use against you. And it's all for the right reasons. So Neal, now I'm going to give you one final choice. I'm going to read off a couple of first names, and I want you to pay very close attention to these first names and who they are. Jeannie, Duraj, Rohit, and Grandma Alexis. I think you need to understand how serious I am when I say this. You have pushed me to the last resort, and this is what I'm willing to do. If you do not boot these child predators from the channel and cease all contact with them, I am going to send my YouTube channel, as I am with your YouTube channel, to these 4 people, and they are going to see everything that you've been doing with online predators. From this video's upload, I will give you 3 days to do this. And I seriously mean this, Neal. If you don't do this, those 4 names that I mentioned are going to know everything about my YouTube channel and your YouTube channel, and everything that you've been doing with child predators for the past year. Do not test me, because as a concerned parent, I will do whatever it takes to protect this platform from all of the child predators that you interact with. Make your choice, Neal, because the truth always prevails.
Alright, hold on, give me a few moments. Let me see what comes after. Okay. For anybody that actually wants to watch this in their own time or repost the video, here you go. This is straight to the Godot Blend Cafe. Now, just like I stated a little bit early in the live chat, I do apologize if I'm sounding loud out of nowhere. Yeah. Well, now I'm going to start presenting the video that Neal Kumar made about me. Here we go.
Let's talk about DNA Passon Zefirkotogji.
Alright, bro. I'm already getting upset because of the mispronunciation. Is DNA Passion Zefirkotogji? Oh my fucking god, I can't even say my own name, but yeah, I think y'all get the general idea. Bro, I can't even fucking say my own name. This is why I swap over to being DNA passer on S0 Makira time and time again. I just use my PSN for a reason. Anyways, let's continue with the fucking video.
So apparently, this guy DNA Passan Zephyr Culture G, this guy, literally, he obviously goes after my friend Jackson, 21SJTT, for no reason. He wants to talk about Laxer, all that stuff. Literally, all he does. He wants to talk smack about one of my friends. He wants to be rude to me for no reason, calling me a terrorist, all that stuff. Like, literally, he obviously thinks that I'm a freaking terrorist or something like that. Dude, well, I don't know what the fuck you're smoking on, but guess what? I got something to say for you, DNA. Because literally, all you do is go after my friend, Autumn Parrish. But I still got ways to chat with her and all that stuff. So, I don't fucking care if one of y'all go after me for that kind of shit. Because literally, I can do whatever I want. Because I literally have Autumn added on Facebook. Because I usually have her connected. Because I just want to try to make sure if she's alright and shit. But y'all don't give a crap. Literally. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm actually speaking 100% facts right here. Do not freaking yell at me again, because I literally had enough of your bullshit, DNA. Because all you do, you just sit on your ass, play Dead of Daylight, and play Monster Hunter Wilds. Like, bro, all you do is just sit on your ass, do nothing, and just want to expose people for no reason. This is why you got exposed by Zexio. Because look at your ass. Because look at you. You're the one who's just being rude to everyone else. That's the reason why your old channel got terminated, buddy. So, guess what?
What
In
about
the
yours?
future,
Hold on.
you will receive something.
Hold on. I'm gonna pause this real quick. Here's the thing. I'm very interested as to why he keeps on looking into my channel when he doesn't like me. Now there is something I want to present, and this is from the Godot Blade Cafe once again. Hold on. Autumn Parrish has been terrifying children in the community with her. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. This is a strange stance to take in defending somebody. No shit, Sherlock. It really is such a strange stance. But however, since Neal Kumar wants to claim I'm calling him a bomb terrorist for no reason, how about we go ahead and show some evidence, shall we?
Actually, I'm going to get to that topic, actually. If somebody adds this thing, you say, oh, you sent me a bomb threat. What is the evidence? And where's the proof? It's by the federal government.
Boss, where are you going?
Boss, 1 second, just bro. I got you.
Hey,
It's right here, bro. I've got it right here.
here.
Here it is, bro. Don't worry. I did the fucking digging for you, so here it is.
I would definitely agree with Brady. If I was her, I would blow his house up too, man. I would blow his house up.
Oh, well, would you look at that? I guess that's the evidence that you wanted, Josh. Are you gonna still argue? Are you gonna die on that hill? Oh, well, I guess we'll find out.
So what again about me, quote-unquote, calling you a bomb terrorist for no fucking reason? Do we need to replay the clip, bitch? We can replay it? Let's replay it, actually. Because, I'm sorry, I just love that whole scene.
If I was her...
Where's the proof? It's by the federal government.
Boss, where are you going?
Boss, 1 second, just bro. I got you.
Hey,
It's right
hey,
here,
hey,
bro.
hey.
I've got it right
seriously,
here.
stop. Ow.
Here it is, bro. Don't worry. I did the fucking digging for you, so here it is.
I would definitely agree with Brady. If I was her, I would blow his house up too, man. I would blow his house up.
Oh, well, would you look at that? I guess that's the evidence that you wanted, Josh. Are you gonna still argue? Are you gonna die on that hill? Oh, well.
Get fucked, you piece of shit. Get absolutely fucked, you piece of shit. Alright, anyways, back to the fucking circus show, shall we?
Bad, and you will get instant karma that time. Because all you do, you just do nothing, but expose people's addresses, and you're gonna end up getting yourself arrested because, doxing someone like that, you can actually go to jail for that. Because literally, all you do, post about people, go after someone you don't like, but literally, I told you this many fucking times, DNA. If you really have a problem with someone, then fuck off. We told you that many times, you do not fucking listen. I don't give a fucking shit of what you do, but you really need to take this literally that seriously. Stop going after people. I don't care if you share this. I don't give a fuck about what you do, because nothing's going to happen. One day, you are going to be reported onto the Dropbox. The cops will find you.
Hold on.
And
I actually do hope that mess was indeed clean. Cause I could have sworn before I got fucking fired from there, I could have sworn I still saw that mess. You can go to jail for what I've already done. Oh, I fucking can't with this shit, bro. You know what? Hold on. I gotta make this more appropriate. Hold up. Can everybody still hear my voice, by the way? Yes? No? Maybe? Okay, good. Let's continue with the video now.
Really hope you do. And guys, if you want his face reveal picture, I will put it in the community post. So, you guys will have to check it out for yourselves after I start recording this one. So, in further ado, do not trust DNA. Or, I should say, Vector Cerna. That's his real name. DNA Passion Sephor Kotogi.
What a fucking faggot.
He needs to shut up. But guys, do you think I was speaking facts? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, thanks for watching.
Yep, he is. He absolutely fucking is. And that is why this music is up and running. Fucking circus, bro. And he's the main attraction. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to the retard himself, Neal Kumar. Yeah. So, again. Fucking again. Massive difference between showing evidence versus talking shit out of their ass. And I'm apparently the bad guy. Oh no! Guys, look out! DNA is the villain here. Oh no! Tell me in the comments sections to expose Neal Kumar's face. Oh wait! No need. There's no need to, because wanna know why? A fucking faggot always does it regardless. Need proof? Boom. That is all I have to do. There he is. There he is. Where's it at? There he is again. Once again. One more time. Ole! Ole, look at that. Oh no! Oh no! He's doxing my face! Oh no, look at that! Hey, look at that! DNA is doxing me! DNA is doxing me! Even though I'm plastering my own face across my own channel! Oh no, guys! False report DNA! False report DNA! Terminate his ass! Cancel him! Cancel him for doxing my own face! Yeah, okay. Okay. Just... Jesus fucking Christ, bro. What a retard. Oh, what a faggot. Alright. I better kind of kill the circus music a little bit. That's better. Yep. I should definitely try to get my character, drawn in a fucking circus manager outfit or some shit, cause this is just... yeah. So that's actually something. I might need to bring somebody up into the live chat or not. So hold on. I'm gonna try to see if I can actually get this one person in. Alright, I already sent the link to the individual. Hopefully she hops into the live chat herself. I don't know if she's going to or not. More than likely she won't. Wait. I see a light. I see a white light. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Hi, honey.
Why am I here again?
Because apparently you're a 14-year-old, right? Damn.
I'm a 14-year-old since when last I
Apparently.
checked. Last I checked, I'm 24. Because I'm pretty sure a 14-year-old shouldn't have a fucking a driver's license to a vehicle. I'm pretty sure a 14-year-old shouldn't have kids right now. I'm too tired.
Clearly.
This kid makes me want to fucking stab somebody.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I didn't. I did not.
Yeah, about fucking, quote unquote Jackson fucking telling everybody that Lexter's 19 when he's in fact a 14-year-old.
Shit, good though. You want to join in as well? So you link. Cause fuck it, so you can put your own opinion on all this shit. Cause I'm just
If he's not working,
pretty sure he is. I don't know. I'll still drop him the link.
it's a fucking Sunday. Oh fuck, it's Sunday.
Clear. Tomorrow's Monday, honey, which means we're gonna have to bring someone to a doctor's appointment. Good though. Whenever you get the chance, I already sent the link in your DMs. God, this is just innately stupid, bro. Like,
No, I'm sorry, but I said what I said. I've known you longer than these people, and yet they refuse to talk to me because they know that I will basically debunk all their shit and basically say what you're saying is practically basically false when I look at his shit almost every fucking day. I need to change his profile picture. Give me a minute.
Clearly. Damn. Crimson, I don't necessarily know. I'm only inviting like certain individuals about this because really, this is really, honey.
Leave me alone.
You know what? Fuck you. You know what? Fuck you. You're the main attraction now. Temporarily, of course.
Yeah. Anyway.
Alright. Fucking Christ.
But yeah, I'm sorry, but me waking up to seeing a whole notification of Neil making a video about the real truth, I'm like, you're sitting here still dick riding my husband for no reason. A fucking literal fucking 17-year-old who I'm very close. Because with how fucking fast my mentality has been spinning around left and right because of overstimulating. One thing out there, but it's not. Oh. Ooh. He's pushing it to that point where I'm about to put everything on full blast, but I'm restraining myself to not do it because, one, I don't give a shit about a kid. If this kid is so fucking butthurt about wanting attention, has nothing else better to do, probably might also report his channel for basically cyberbullying about a person. And I will. Does anybody? I have a big keeping track. Has anybody been noticing in some of his live streams you do not see Brady in them anymore?
Because she's running away. And I know the reason why. Because the Godot Blank Cafe exposed their shit.
Well, I hate to leave out some minor details that I'm pretty sure I told him about. Brady essentially guilt trips these people, and I know she guilt tripped fucking Neil to doing this shit because she tried pulling this shit on me. Brady will basically guilt trip / force these people to date her. How do you think? How do you think she got California to date her? She most likely got fucking Neil to date her. She got this because of fucking William Kelso.
Wait.
What?
Look what Godot said. The fact I've completely fucking forgotten.
Well, here's the thing. He also started claiming us after he started outing out Jackson's fucking shit.
It's not just that. Does anybody fucking remember the fact that Autumn Parrish decided to scream out of nowhere, out of Narnia, saying that she slept with a 14-year-old
because
uncle?
because he's got two people that he knows Autumn and Jackson, who slept with the 14-year-old, and he's taking both of their fucking shit and throwing it onto you.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
So he's taking two people's. It's fucking stupid. I'm sorry, but
I'm
I'll
supposedly a
check,
drunkie, by the way.
You're a drunkie?
Apparently so. Where the fuck are the beer bottles at?
Sir, I've never seen you touch alcohol. You refuse it. Here's the thing. I've only let you touch a sip of alcohol because I was drinking some.
That bitch was strong.
You couldn't handle it.
Obvious. That thing was spiked. That was spiked lemonade.
Here's the thing. You took one sip, handed it back, and didn't want it anymore. And I told you if you didn't like it, I'm not gonna force you. Because one, if people can't handle the alcohol, I'm not gonna force them. Unlike a certain somebody. I'm looking at you, Neal. You don't touch you don't touch well, obviously you don't touch drugs and shit. But it also doesn't make it any better. He's also projecting fucking Jackson's fucking crimes onto him too. He's basically projecting fucking Autumn's and Jackson's own crimes onto him, and I'm sitting here like, buddy.
God, what a bunch of faggots, bro. I can't.
And I still had that where she screamed at toward her own mother. I slept with the 14-year-old. Their own mother. You're not very slick, Otto. Where's my caffeine at?
Your what?
So where's my caffeine at?
Right in front of you, dear. Right in front of you, dearest.
Because I'm going to need it if I want to stay awake the entire day. Because, oh my god, I did not sleep well.
Yay! Oh no, we got a one free spoiler. Holy shit! It must be the benefits of being a former cafe employee. I guess I don't know.
I get a free spoiler.
I think so.
Oh damn.
so like fucking nonchalant and so emotionless, bro.
I'm tired. What do you want from me?
Cuddles and kisses later. I don't know.
Do I also sound congested to you?
Very congested. Very much so.
Oh yeah, allergy season's killing me today.
Allergy season kills everybody on the daily. Hold on, just to help you out. Boom. There you go. I think I just helped you out.
Unfortunately, spoiler, she must be in sex. You checked this person. Actually, I got that part recorded.
You nasty these nasty again.
Actually, didn't y'all get this? Didn't y'all were able to get that out of her in one of Neal's streams that he basically deleted?
They hadn't, believe it or not, they did had an interview. Though it was on Discord, wasn't part of it. Thank goodness I'm not, because it would have just fled like an idiot. I might need to end the stream before it becomes 2 hours long. I'm not gonna deny it. This was one hell of an interesting fucking video.
Yeah, Friday I did the. Well, okay, so we're not gonna go for an hour down. All right.
I mean, want to do a Dead by Daylight stream with me then? Because I mean, I've already told multiple people I'm gonna be doing one. Honey, this is your chance to become whiskey.
You know what? I don't want to be Albert Wesker, man. Come on, actually, speaking of which, give me a minute. Give me a whole 2 minutes, please. Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. I got
Does that make me a freelancer now that I think about it? Because I still haven't.
What do you mean by that?
I still haven't been able to figure out like what I really am. Am I like a fucking Dead by Daylight killer that's friendly and a neighborhood friendly Dead by Daylight killer? I've never been able to figure that one out. I guess I'm a walking nomad, a traveling one? I don't know.
I'm gonna have a long talk with fucking. Alrighty. Oh, wait. Hold on.
Shit, if you're up for it, of course. For like the Dead by... I mean, considering the fact we haven't done any Dead by Daylight content lately. See you later, Godot. Stay safe. What the fuck, honey? you think you're safe by hiding around the corner, Blondie? Did I say that shit right?
Yes. Do I need? Hold on, let me see.
Shit, do I have to be a blonde person for this shit? Hold on, let me see if I can find one.
I hate it here. Anyway.
Alright.
Hold on. I got this. I got this, chat. I swear I do.
Alright. Well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and get everything prepared for Dead by Daylight. Okay. Evil meow. Okay. No. You're getting put in the cage now. Gonna have to take you into the cage now, honey. I deeply apologize.
No.
You know, honey. No, honey. How about this? I'll put you on my head.
Okay. Well, I'll take that one.
Okay. You go on my head now. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy DNA. I'm gonna be ending the stream now. This was one hell of a chaotic live stream, to be quite honest. And thank you so much for the support. I do deeply apologize for not pumping out as much content as I was before. You know, taking the responsibility as a parent is very life-draining. And honestly, I'm proud of it. I'm proud of being a father. I'm proud of, showing the fucking truth, because exactly like a certain bandicoot here, the truth always prevails. Well, it's your boy DNA, signing off. Later, bitches. Stay safe, stay hydrated, don't be a faggot nor a fucking fair like Neal Kumar, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye!